Should people tolerate one another where they find that they disagree? The answer is yes. Peaceful disagreement reflects Australian values in relation to mutual respect. In Australia, can you encourage violence against a person or group of people if you have been insulted? The answer is no. It is against Australian values and the law. Which of these is an example of freedom of speech? The answer is people can peacefully protest against a government action. Should people in Australia make an effort to learn English? The answer is yes. English is the national language of Australia and it helps to get an education, a job, and to integrate into the community. Which of these statements about government in Australia is correct? The answer is the government in Australia is secular. Which of the following is an example of contributing to the Australian community? The answer is volunteering or fundraising for a charity is a great opportunity to strengthen our community. Which of these is a role of the Governor-General? The answer is signing all bills passed by the Australian Parliament into law. What are the colours of the Australian Aboriginal flag? The answer is black, red and yellow. What happened in Australia on the 1st of January 1901? The answer is the separate colonies were united into a federation of states called the Commonwealth of Australia. Which of these statements about voting in Australian elections is correct? The answer is people are free and safe to vote for any candidate. What do we commemorate on Anzac Day? The answer is the landing of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps at Gallipoli, Turkey during World War I. What is a referendum? The answer is a vote to change the Australian Constitution. What is the capital city of Australia? The answer is Canberra. Which of these statements about passports is correct? The answer is Australian citizens can apply for an Australian passport. Which of these is a responsibility of Australian citizens aged 18 years or over? The answer is to vote in federal and state or territory elections and in a referendum. What is the name of the legal document that sets out the basic rules for the government of Australia? The answer is the Australian Constitution. Which of these statements best demonstrates Australian values about freedom of expression? The answer is everyone can peacefully express their opinions within the law. Which arm of government has the power to interpret and apply laws? The answer is judicial. Which of these is an example of equality in Australia? The answer is men and women have equal rights. What is the Commonwealth coat of arms? The answer is the official symbol of Australia, which identifies Commonwealth property. Who has the authority to approve the Australian government and its ministers? The answer is the Governor General. Is it legal to publish sexually explicit images or videos online without the person's permission? The answer is no. It is illegal to do that. What is the name of the second largest state in Australia? The answer is Queensland. Which religions are illegal in Australia? The answer is none of them. At what age must all Australians register their name and addresses on the electoral roll? The answer is 18. What is legislative power? The answer is the power to create laws. Who is above the Australian law? The answer is no one is above the law. Which of the following is true regarding the use of violence towards another person? The answer is it is illegal to use violence against another person. The Gallipoli landings occurred during which war? The answer is World War I. Which of the following is a legal responsibility of Australian citizens who are 18 years of age and older? The answer is serve on a jury when summoned. Who appoints the administrator of the Northern Territory? The answer is the Governor General. Which of the following belongs to a political party? The answer is mostly politicians. How many official flags do Australian communities fly? The answer is 3. What does the blue panel on the Torres Strait Islander flag represent? The answer is the sea. Which of the following people may be selected for jury service? The answer is all citizens registered on electoral roll. What is the name of the King's representative in the Northern Territory? The answer is administrator. What is one requirement of the candidates running for Parliament? The answer is hold citizenship of Australia. Which of the following is a true statement? The answer is each state and Northern Territory have its own police department. What is the Cabinet of Australia? The answer is the key decision-making body of Australia. When was gold first found in Australia? The answer is 1851. What is the number of languages spoken in Australia? The answer is more than 200. Is it allowed for people to criticize the government and make jokes of political figures? The answer is yes. People are allowed to speak and publish anything they want as long as they do not break the law. Where are the state and territory governments located? The answer is the capital cities of the states and territories. Where is the Parliament House located? The answer is Canberra. Which of the following is true regarding the states and territories in Australia? The answer is they have their own fall emblems. Which of the following is responsible for maintaining order in Australia? The answer is the police. Which of the following is a true statement? The answer is there are stringent regulations about drinking and driving. When is Australia Day observed on? The answer is the 26th of January. Who were the earliest settlers to live in Australia? The answer is the Aboriginal and Torres Island people. When did the Australian Constitution come into effect? The answer is 1901. What does the term equality of opportunity mean in Australia? The answer is everyone should be employed according to their education, skills and experience. Should people tolerate others with opposing opinions? The answer is yes. Respectful disagreements support Australian values and laws. Who is a councillor? The answer is a member of local council who is elected. What may law enforcement officers do if they suspect that someone has broken the law? The answer is place the suspect under arrest. The formation of the Australian country resulted from. The answer is negotiation and referendum. Who is the representative of the King in Australia? The answer is the Governor-General. Is it legal in Australia for a husband to use physical force against his wife if she has disobeyed him? The answer is no. It is not legal at all. How many members of the House of Representatives are there? The answer is 151. Which of the following is the most correct statement regarding freedoms in Australia? The answer is people join any lawful organisation without restriction. What is South Australia's state capital? The answer is Adelaide. What is the minimum age requirement for joining the Australian Defence Force? The answer is 18 years old. What happens if you do not vote in a federal election in Australia? The answer is a fine will be imposed. Where do the Torres Strait Islanders come from in Australia? The answer is the islands to the north of Queensland. What city are the Australian Parliament and High Court located in? The answer is Canberra. What does the Prime Minister announce on the eve of Australia Day? The answer is the Australian of the Year Awards. What is Australia's heritage? The answer is Judeo-Christian. How many official flags do people use in Australia? The answer is 3. Who has jurisdiction on immigration and citizenship? The answer is the federal government. Who has control of the power of the government? The answer is the control is divided amongst 3 branches of government. What are the responsibilities of ministers in the Australian government? The answer is to administer portfolios such as treasury and employment. What is a mate in Australian culture? The answer is all of them. What does the term executive power in Australian constitution mean? The answer is the power to put laws into effect. Who is eligible to apply for an Australian passport? The answer is every Australian citizen. Who has jurisdiction over Australia's traffic and road regulations? The answer is the state and territory government. What does the acronym COGE stand for? The answer is Council of Australian Government. Which of the following is the legal document containing fundamental rules of the Australian government? The answer is the Australian Constitution. What colours made up the national flag of Australia? The answer is blue, red and white. What states and territories celebrate Australia Day as a public holiday? The answer is all states and territories. Who may Australian in need anticipate help from? The answer is the government. Cheers and best of luck. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.